I had just signed a new worldwide publishing deal, and I knew I had to sit down with my old catalog, which an experience I was truly dreading. But I had to do it anyway, because I had to give the new publisher some information about what songs belong to them, what songs belong to my old publisher, Pure Music, what songs were going to be good for which projects and artists, and which ones I liked better, which ones I liked worse, etc., etc. The reason I was dreading it was because I don't go back to my old stuff, and I'm figuring all of my old songs are going to sound horribly whack and outdated and terrible. Drum sounds bad, no reverb, the wrong reverb, no auto-tune on the vocals, etc., etc. I'm dreading the experience. Sit down with the songs. End up having a blast because I'm finding all these old songs that I still really love because they still move and touch me. And it's kind of like getting back together with a bunch of old friends you haven't seen in years and remembering why you loved them so much in the first place. And I'm realizing that for every one of those songs like Run to You I wrote for Whitney Houston from the Bodyguard, I've got 20, 25 other ones that I haven't thought about in years that are just sitting in my garage gathering dust in these old boxes and gathering cobwebs that no one's ever heard and no one ever is going to hear. And I thought, man, I've got to get this stuff out there because I think people will love these songs, and the songs are still really cool even after all these years. And then I had the leap of faith moment that ended up turning into qWaqq, which was, I'm not alone. All good songwriters have these hidden gem songs sitting in their garage. For every one of those good songs, there are lots of other ones just waiting to be discovered. They're hidden gems. For example, Run to You for Whitney Houston. After we did that record, Clive Davis called my songwriting partner Alan Rich and me and said, hey, will you guys write a song for Whitney's Christmas record? So we did, at the last minute, as we always did. Slip it under their door, they love it, and she's slated to go into the studio and cut it the last day of recording. She gets very ill that day. What's the only deadline, real deadline in the music business? A Christmas record. So she can't cut the song. It has to be mastered a couple of days later. It ends up being one of my hidden gems in the boxes in the garage gathering dust. But it was a good enough song for Clive and Whitney. But still nobody's ever heard it. And I thought, wow, everybody's got these songs. Here's a way for us to take these assets that already exist, that nobody's using, that nobody's going to monetize, and monetize them. Put them out to the public and let the public stream them, because streaming is the way that everyone's consuming music now. It's the only way we can get music out there. So first and foremost, it's a new income stream. Secondly, we can pay much higher royalties than the other streaming sites, because on the other streaming sites, virtually all of the royalties are going to the record companies because they own the masters. This much is going to us as songwriters and publishers. But on qWaqq, we own the masters, we own the demos, the sound recordings, so 100% of the royalties qWaqq pays out will go to songwriters and publishers as the owners of the songs and the sound recordings. And thirdly, I'm a songwriter. I love songs. I love songwriters. I'm a songwriter advocate. And we're getting killed out there in the streaming world. We're like the invisible men. Nobody even knows we exist. qWaqq is an opportunity for songwriters to be seen as, to become a little bit recognizable, to be seen as the wizards behind the curtain, as an important part of the creative process in music and otherwise. Give us a little much needed branding and leverage and a little rock star panache, which can only lead to good things in terms of people discovering our music and even wanting to record it for other purposes. So that's the reason I thought of qWaqq. That's the origin story. qWaqq, where songwriters are the stars. Come join us, please.